Rosewood and freesia. I haven't warmed this since I made samples, and I'm sitting here smelling the bar. I think I'm gonna go put it in my warmers right now. Hi guys, it's Jackie Duran. I have taken a little bit of a hiatus for 2 weeks, so I apologize. Thanksgiving was extremely hectic. Yeah, we'll go with hectic. And then the week after Thanksgiving, we just had a lot going on and life just kind of happened. But anyway, so I'm back. I'm not doing my live Google chat. I didn't get a chance to do it last night. Had some last minute stuff come up. So didn't get to do it last night. So here we are today. And as we are nearing, it's already December 9th. December 9th! And we're getting ready to roll into 2016. And I've already started trying to plot out for next month. Not only for my business, but for you guys who follow along and play along with me. And so I've been trying to decide, how am I going to do next year? How am I going to do 2016? Because 2015, as you guys know, I did a live Google chat every single Tuesday night, except for the last 2 weeks. And I did have in and out internet issues. So yeah, there's that. So playing around with that and the connectivity and the techie side of being able to do the Google Hangouts, I'm not sure if I'll be doing the Google Hangouts. I think that what I might do is maybe just still do a weekly video, but probably get it and record it. I might go ahead and stick with Tuesdays because Tuesday seems to be the perfect day for training. Might as well stick with the theme, right? If it works and it's not broken, why fix it? So I think that's probably the way I'm gonna go. So get ready for cool new stuff coming in 2016. It's going to be awesome. I've got big things planned. I've been doing over the last 2 weeks a lot of thinking and reorganizing. My brain is on overload right now. But here we are on December 9th. Yes, December 9th. I don't know about you guys, but I was completely freaking out today when I was at work and looking at my calendar and realizing we only have 2 more Fridays until Christmas. Have you guys finished your Christmas shopping? I have not. I have not. I'm not even close. So it might be a very big mad dash this weekend for me. And then a mad dash afterwards to wrap it all. It'll be fun. That's the fun of the holidays, right? So, I know December can kind of be somewhat of slow in sales, or it can be very high in sales. It kind of depends on where you're at with your customers. If you've got customers who have a lot of things going on, because you very well might not have as many home parties ready to go for the month of December, I would really push for those pouch parties and those bag parties on the go. That's currently what I've got going on in my world, and it works well because I have a lot of customers who are going to holiday parties, so they can take those with them. I have a lot of them who are meeting with family and friends and get-togethers, things like that, so they can take those pouch and bag parties with them on the go and still be able to collect orders and get in what they want to do to still be able to get their free and half-price Scentsy just in time for the holidays. Scentsy, speaking of that, Scentsy's official cutoff date for shipping is in the US and Puerto Rico, December 18th. In Canada, it's December 11th, and in Mexico, it's December 18th. Now, what does that mean when they say shipping for Christmas? Here's our cutoff dates. What does that mean? Well, what you really need to focus on is that means that Scentsy is going to do its very best to get those orders that are placed before those deadlines out of the door, right? out of the door. Now, that means they might get them out the door and get them to UPS, but Scentsy has no control over UPS. So, I personally do not recommend holding out that long, but that's just me. And that's what I will tell my customers. You know, I try and get my orders placed. And in fact, my personal cutoff is, technically it's usually the 10th, which is tomorrow. But since tomorrow is a Thursday, I'm gonna stretch it until Friday. So that is what I am personally telling my customers. Now, why? Simply because if I want to make sure that something's gonna get there in time, I wanna try and get that order placed as soon as I possibly can. I wanna give that order enough time to get to Scentsy, get processed, get out the door, get through UPS, and get to either my doorstep or theirs, so they're able to have what they need for the holidays. I'm just pre-planning like that, and that is kind of how I've always done my holiday personal shipping cutoffs. Now, that does not mean that I still will not be placing my weekly order on Fridays. So even if it's next weekend, I'll still be placing orders. And what I'm going to be doing is, and what I have done, is just told my customers, hey, if you're needing something for the holidays, this is when you need to order by. But don't worry, I'm still in business. I'm not closing for the holidays. So you can still place your orders through me. We can still get those going for your regular, normal Scentsy needs. And my customers are perfectly fine with that. Again, I've put that up front to them. I'm not throwing it at them at the last minute, and it just kind of works very well for me. So that's my suggestion for the holiday shipping times. This month, we still have our amazing fragrance of rosewood and freesia. And if you guys haven't tried this one yet, this one's gonna surprise you. For a winter scent, it's gonna surprise you. Even though it does have the floral freesia in it, and I'm not a huge floral fan personally when I warm in my home, I really like this one. I really, really do. So I've been getting my samples out. I've been passing them out everywhere I go, and trust me, I've been going a lot of places. So I've been pushing these out everywhere. I've actually gotten a couple orders on the go. Actually, when I was out last weekend, yeah, it was last weekend, and I was running around, and I happened to give one to the cashier when I was checking out, and the woman behind me saw my postcard, and she just kind of stopped, and she's like, oh, you do Scentsy? She goes, are you local? Yes, I'm local. And so she went ahead and she asked me if she could place an order because her consultant no longer sold. All I did was hand out a sample, and somebody happened to notice it and see it and ask me about it. So I recommend passing those out to wherever you are. If you are going to a holiday party or anything like that, try and brand yourself. Now, of course, if you're going to a holiday party, most of us will probably dress up. But I still will take one of my bags that says Scentsy, have that with me. I'll still take my Scentsy bag with me, but it's not like in their face Scentsy, right? It's kind of off to the sides, out of the way, and that way, if it comes up in conversation, hey, by the way, I've brought my bag and I've got a catalog in there, my business card. You can go ahead and look through it if you'd like. I'm still just kind of being prepared, just like I always am. Nothing changes for me over the holidays. Again, I don't shut down for business because why? Because I work at home. And I am the boss of me at home, right? I'm the boss of me. So I get to say when I'm open, I get to say when I'm closed. So even though it's the holidays, it doesn't mean that I actually shut down for business. I still do business like I normally would any other time of the year. Now, of course, I'm probably going to put my phone on Do Not Disturb for the holiday itself, and probably the night before. It's going to be hectic. It's going to be crazy. So for those couple of days, I'm probably going to be more on the Do Not Disturb level of things, because we got a lot going on. We've got Santa who will be coming.
Yeah, in a minute, so I can get Dad to make a dinosaur toy with Butch. Has a bun and he moves his legs and open his mouth. This
The Good Dinosaur is high on our list this year.
Yeah, I want to get that watch.
I know. So we've got Santa coming, and so in order to prepare for that, I'm going to kind of work my business around that.
Yeah, and Mommy gets these cute little tiny buttons and go put on her head. And she's the best mom ever. Because I love her.
I love you too, Puka.
And she's going to make these roll-ups for dinner.
I still have to make dinner. Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Well, she can make dinner right now because the dinner. So it's okay if she doesn't make it now, but it's okay if she does now.
Why do I feel like you've totally taken over this video?
Because I just want you to make a video of me and Nick.
Okay. You in the video.
Yes.
So, being able to work your business around your schedule, it's a blessing. Another reason that I love my Scentsy business. I get to work it around me. I don't have to go and ask my boss to have certain days off to work my business. I don't have to do anything like that. Percy the penguin is all ready for Christmas. Oh.
Yeah.
We've got Eskimo Kiss and Percy.
Him. Kids,
they can't smell him.
Well, takes the smell.
Not through the camera.
Okay, I can do it.
So, super cute.
She smells like marshmallows.
Like marshmallows.
And
that's what Eskimo Kiss actually smells like.
Climb on Mommy's head.
Pretty accurate. So, touching base with those customers, getting that on-the-go stuff going, letting them know if you are personally going to be out of town or if you do want to just completely shut down for a certain number of days or what have you, then I would just recommend letting your customers and your team know. That's just kind of how it's going to be. So again, that's why we love our business. We're able to work it around our families and our schedules. So today is also payday for us. We are Scentsy consultants. Technically the 10th of every month is payday, but they paid us a day early. So because we got paid early, it actually worked out very well. And I don't know about you guys, but this time of the year is when I am even more thankful for my Scentsy business because it frees up my budget that much more to be able to get the holidays taken care of for me and my family. That's huge. That's huge. Do you know how big of a weight off my shoulders that is to be able to do that? It's huge. And I have already seen such a huge change from my business when I started in January of 2015. I started, in January 2015, I was a lead consultant and I had five or six team members at that time. Fast forward to almost a year later, it's December, almost mid-December, and I have 25 team members and I am a superstar consultant. Why and how did that happen? I just worked my business. Now, I'm shooting, I still have higher goals. I still have the goal to be director. We had some wonderful promotions all throughout Scentsy, and I love getting to see everyone promote. And so it only makes me want to push myself further and farther in my business. And so that's what I'm shooting for. That's what I'm aiming for. I think that being able to see the difference in making the time for my business and truly working it all throughout the week has made such an impact on my business in and of itself. Because before 2015 started, I'd work my business maybe 3 nights a week, here, there, you know, if I thought of it, that kind of thing. And so when I sat down and I really decided, okay, I am going to push this, I'm going to work this. So I went from what, we'll say 5 or 6, we'll say 6, we'll even aim higher. We'll say I went from 6 to 25 team members. It just happens because you're working your business, you're paying attention to your business, and by being able to be more hands-on and being more consistent, you're gonna start to see more and more results. So I guarantee you guys, if you guys are just starting out, or if you were like I was, right? Like I was like, oh yeah, well, maybe, yeah, I've got an order this week. Oh, or no, I haven't. Nobody's even asked me about Scentsy in the last couple of weeks, so I don't know what's going on with that. Maybe I'll make a paycheck next month. We'll see. So I went from, I don't know, maybe I'll get paid for Scentsy this month, to I'm making my car payments this month with my Scentsy just by being consistent and working my business on a consistent basis. That's it. I didn't make any huge life changes. Yeah, I might squeeze in some more Scentsy throughout my week, but is that a big deal to me? Absolutely not. Why? Because I love Scentsy. I'm very passionate about Scentsy, obviously, and I get excited, and it makes me happy to work my Scentsy business because I have a stressful job, and I know that I've talked to you guys before about wearing the different hats, right? I go from my work hat to my mom hat, and there's no Jacqui hat anywhere in that mix. It was just all work and wife and mom and everything to everybody. Scentsy gives me me, and by being able to put my Jacqui hat on, I can't even tell you how amazing that is for me. It does wonders. It does wonders. So I'm going to leave you guys with a tip for this week, and it's not my personal tip, but I am reading Shonda Rhimes' The Year of Yes, because 2016, I'm declaring it the year of yes for me. I just am. But it reminded me about this, and I thought that this was a fun thing to get to share with you guys. So if you guys haven't heard this, listen up. So, Shonda Rhimes, The Year of Yes. The women in my online network send me words of support. They send advice. They remind me to power pose. Power pose like Wonder Woman. Power posing like Wonder Woman is when you stand up like a badass, legs in a wide stance, chin up, hands on your hips, like you own the place, like you have on magical silver bracelets and know how to use them, like your superhero cape is flapping in the wind behind you. I'm not just some dork telling you to pretend to be Wonder Woman. It's a real thing. My online network tells me to power pose like Wonder Woman and reminds me of the actual studies that say that posing like Wonder Woman for 5 minutes not only improves self-esteem, but even hours later improves how others perceive you. 5 minutes a day, standing like Wonder Woman. Do it. You can do it. You can totally do that. I can do that. That's something so simple, right? What does a power pose do? It makes you feel powerful. So when you are feeling down, when you've got the negative Nelly, when you're just having a bum week, or just nothing just seems to be going your way, I want you to start power posing. I double dog dare you to power pose. Do it in front of people. Embarrass yourself. Who cares? But you can do it in the privacy of your own home. And all I want you to do is power pose. Hands on your hips, chin to the sky, cape flapping behind you in the wind, and power pose. And see what it does. 5 minutes a day. 5 minutes a day. You can do that, right? You can do that. I've started doing it in the mornings before I go to work. When I'm riding in the elevator at work, I power pose in the elevator. I don't care. I am shameless. I will power pose in the elevator. It truly does help. science, people. It's science. I hope you all have a great week. I've got some good stuff planned for you next week. I think we're going to be doing some walkthroughs of the workstation to try and help out some of those of you who are just joining, those of you who need just a little bit of help when you're putting in some things. So I thought it would be a perfect time for that. So until we meet again, peace, love, happiness.